Back with another video. As you guys already know, it's the end of the month where I'll be sharing with you guys all of my completed pages that I have worked on throughout the entire month of January. This is Jenny's Pages. It's an adult coloring channel where I show you guys everything based on adult coloring books and supplies and things like that. And the first thing I wanted to show you guys, I created my coloring journal and I decided to do it as a digital one. I was gonna buy a notebook, but I had changed my mind. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it and just do my own digital journal. So here is my journal. I put my coloring journal on here. And this is what I will be showing you guys in the beginning of every video based on my completed pages, so I can show you guys exactly what I've been doing during the month. So let's go ahead, slide to the side. Here is my index where I ended up putting monthly wrap up. They are each month linked. So if I go over to click on January, it will take me to January. Then once again, I'll click on this little crown down here and it's gonna technically close the journal. But I also wanted to show you guys, I ended up doing like a separate slide for Disney pages. So here are my Disney pages. I click on there, it'll take me to the Disney pages, go to the side, and then I ended up putting the title of every single Disney color by number. Basically what I'm doing here is I put all the titles from every single book of the Disney color by number, which is these right here. And I end up even if I don't have them, I have a few that I do not have, but I put every single one of them because my goal for 2024 is to complete my Disney color by number. So I'll be highlighting the pages that I already have done. So here's Mickey, Donald and Co. Here's the Victrix one. And then it will show me exactly what I have done and not done in these Disney books. And I do have a few that I have not touched. Mickey and Friends, I have a good amount of pages. It just gives me a better view of where I stand at with my Disney books. So let's go ahead and go back. And we're going to go over to January. So here is my January information. Slide to the side. And for the first page here, I have in this side, I ended up putting completed pages, which for the month of January, I completed total pages of 52 pages. Coloring books, I completed a total of 36. I worked on 36 books. Disney pages, I did 11. Buddy colors, I did 12 pages. And then in the bottom, I ended up putting buddy names, which is the people that I have worked on during the month for a buddy color. I have Quirky Girls World, which she has Instagram. I also have the Coloring Angel. She has YouTube and Instagram. Nemeyer's Coloring, she has YouTube and Instagram. And I do believe I ended up saying that Nemeyer's didn't have a YouTube channel in one of my last videos. And I do want to apologize for that. I'm so used to saying who has it, who didn't. And I forgot that she did create her YouTube channel. So guys, go ahead and give her a follow up because she has amazing pages out there. So go ahead and follow her. Her name is Nemeyer's Coloring at her YouTube. I also have Low Colors. She also has a YouTube. And Kate Colors. She also has a YouTube. Go ahead and follow these girls. They do amazing job with the pages. And I love how they color. So here is their names here. You could take a screenshot, follow them. They do amazing jobs. And then here we have also my section on my right. I put new coloring books, and these are the books that I had bought during the month, which it was only one. And then 4 of them were Happy Mail, which you guys would have already seen the video, which they were by Quirky Girls World. And a total of all the books for the month of January was 5. Her Happy Mail were actually based on December, but because I didn't do this video until like the flip through of the books in January, so I just moved them over to January and just moved on from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and slide to the next section, which is my buddy colors. I ended up putting what book I work with and with who. With, for example, Christmas Easy Coloring Book, I worked with Quirky Girls World. 50 Safari with Nemeyer's Coloring. The Little Rascal was with Quirky Girls World. The 50 Fasted was Low Colors. Fairy Cuties, Quirky Girls World. Circle of Life, The Coloring Angel, Chibi Girls, The Myers Coloring, and Tome 10 with Cake Colors. So these are just the buddy colors that I have worked with. I ended up putting my page on here, and I think I'm going to be putting everybody else's page on here as well. Maybe change this up a little bit, do a little bit different. I'm not sure, but that's the way how I created my buddy colors for my digital journal for my coloring pages. I ended up doing it like this. And then in the beginning of the month, we usually pick our pages. So what I do at the end of the month, make sure that I check them. That way I am sure that I had done every single page for my buddy color, because sometimes I do have a lot of buddy colors and sometimes I do not. So it's just to make it easier for myself here. And then I ended up doing about 2 pages out of there. Then we move over to my 10 top coloring books to complete, but in reality I have 13. I have the 50 Jungle. I did a video based on my top coloring books to complete, and I added a little bit more. So I have the 50 Jungle, Mickey Donald Co. I got Fairy Cuties. I got Broken Circles, and that's going to start in February with Disney Max. I have Chibi Girls, 50 Safari, Tome 10, Little Rascal, Christmas Easy Coloring Book, Maui Mermaids, 50 Autumn, Kawaii Pass, and Enchanted Faces. So far, Little Rascal is with a project with one of the girls. Easy Coloring is also a project with another girl. I have Fairy Cuties is also another project. So Fairy Cuties, Christmas Easy, Little Rascal is going to be with Quirky Girls World. I have Broken Circles with Disney Mag, Chibi Girls, and 50 Safari is with the Myers. Then I have Tome 10 with Cake Colors, and then the rest of them are just the ones that I have picked out because I wanted to work on them. So the ones that I'm not working in a project is the 50 Jungle, the Mickey Donald & Co., Maui Mermaids, the 50 Autumn, Kawaii Pets, which is by Alice and Mills Publishing, and then Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. So if you guys want to work in any of those ones that are not the project ones, I am looking forward. Just send me a message through Instagram and we can continue from there. So here is the Scavenger Hunt by Happy Colors. I decided to put this because I used to do her Happy Colors. I used to do her Scavenger Hunt every single month, but last year I didn't because you guys already know I was doing my coloring spotlight. So I decided to go back with it. So I started in January, which is she does 1 through 10, and the ones that are highlighted are the ones that I was able to do, which is Mittens, Snowman, the Ice Skates, Penguin, Scarves, and Snow Globe. And here are the pages that I have picked out for the Scavenger Hunt, and I didn't get to finish anything else, but I only had 4, which is Sleigh, Polar Bear, Disney Frozen, and Blanket. But I'm going to see if I can go back to doing the Scavenger Hunts by Happy Colors. If you had never known about that, go ahead and follow her as well. She does amazing coloring pages, and she does very, very fun Scavenger Hunts as well for every month. So I ended up adding extra pages on there, and I think that's it. It goes back to February. So that's pretty much for my digital coloring journal. I thought I wanted to share with you guys, just put it out there for you guys. Like I said, I was gonna get a journal, like a physical journal, but I was like, you know what, I love to use my iPad for everything, so I'm gonna stick with my iPad. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. And here we have Kawaii Cuties. This is one of my top coloring books to complete, and this is by Alice Mills Publishing. And here we have this first page that I had completed. This is a color by number page book, coloring book, and it gives you the key on the side. It also gives you what it's going to look like. If you don't like that, well, all her books are technically with the little key on the side, but I don't mind it. I just colored in the page. I have fun with these pages. So here's one page that I had completed on here. Here we have this other page I also completed. I ended up going to my mom's house, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take coloring books with me. And I was showing my mom all the coloring books that I have. I'm going to go ahead and put the year here that I completed this. And yeah, I was having fun while I was talking to my mom. We were just coloring and having fun. I gave her one of my diamond paintings, and that's what she was working on. So here's another page that I had also completed on here. put the year here because I forgot to do that. And I like to do that way by the end of the year I can find my pages pretty quickly. So here's another page that was completed as well, and super fun page to complete. So those are all the 3 pages out of this one. Here we have Fairy Houses. This is Colored by Number by Alexandra Francis, one of my other favorite books. And here we have, I think I completed 2 pages out of here. Once again, and this is a color by number. The colors will be on the side, and then here is the page how it turns out. And in the second set of pages, it has not it doesn't have the numbers on there. And here's the second page I worked on, which is this one right here. So once again, these are colored by number, and you color them based on the number. Here we have 50 Jungle Miniatures by Camila Angelkova, and this one was one of my first ones that I had bought when I found out about Camila Angelkova, and this is one of my top books to complete. So here is this page that I had completed, and I ended up using in the background the stencils one in the background that I had bought one of my supply haul, and I want to give it a try. So this is how it came out. And then the section where the gold is in was supposed to be in white, but I decided to color that in gold. I left this Tigger in white and just added a little bit of gold on there. I used Glossy Accent for their eyes, and I actually use water-based markers on this page. So I'm trying to be more opened up, and I'm trying to be more creative with my page, see if I can do more this year rather than just keeping them simple. There is more stuff that I'm trying to learn to do this year, so let's see what happens this year. Here we have the 50 Christmas Elves, and this one is by Camila Angelkova, one of my favorite ones. This was a gift a while back, and here we have this page that I had completed. And for this page, my daughter actually picked out the colors for me. She first told me to start out with the outfits and do the opposite on each person. So I started out with her, and then I switched it around and I did his. I used Glossy Accent. We used a lot of stickles on here and a lot of glitter around the page, the background. I used metallic colors on here, and this is stickles on this side. And then here one of the brushes was running out. I think it took out too much of the ink and it was running out of the page, so I wanted to actually cover this up on the side, but I didn't get the chance to do that. But we had so much fun with this one, and my daughter was the one that picked out the pages. I think she did an amazing job for this page. Here we have Teeny Animals, and this one is by Jay Summer, and this one is super cute. I really do like this one. I ended up doing 1 page out of here, which is this page. I used a lot of liquid pearls on here, so that shine is liquid pearls, and I really like how they work. I used metallic on here. I wanted to just go based on whatever he wore was everything else he had. So same thing for the elephants, the same color for the umbrella, same thing for him, except this side over here. I used a lot of stickles for the water on there. I think I used like a purple type of bluish stickles on there, and I had so much fun completing this page out of this book. Here we have Sherry Baldy, my bestie, Hot Cocoa Winter Coloring Book, and this one is volume 35, and this one brings 50 coloring pages, 25 images of 2, and then I only completed 1 page, which is this one right here. And for this one, I also used a stencil, I think it is. It comes with like the letters in the back, and I ended up doing that on the background. I used Glossy Accent for the milk and her eyes. I used water-based markers as well. I didn't use alcohol markers for this one, but this one's super quick, super fun to complete, very simple. And I also used a color palette for her outfit, so I think I had so much fun with this one. Here we have the 50 Christmas Miniatures by Camila Angelkova, and I ended up completing this page out of here. I used liquid pearls for the star, anything with all of these ornaments, and then I used the brush, not the brush, the metallic colors for their little hats. I used Glossy Accent, glitter, and things like that. This one, I ended up messing it up because I thought this was dry, and I closed it, and I ended up going over here and it messed up his eye a little bit here. But it's another page that I had completed. Here we have Sherry Baldy, my bestie, Little Rosie's Christmas Adult Coloring Book. This one also brings 52 images of each. And this is the page that I ended up completing. And this was also a gift. So I ended up doing this page, and I really like this little girl here. And I also used a lot of stickles for this page and Glossy Accent on here. and a color palette as well for her. I used the Color Cube color palettes. For me, I ended up buying them as digital and I used them for my pages. But I really like how this sticker looks, the yellow one, pretty cute. Here we have this book. This one was also a gift from one of the girls, and I ended up doing 2 pages out of here. So this is the first one I had worked on. I used the brush markers with the glitter stickles. I used water-based markers on this page as well, and it was a super fun page to complete. And then here is the second one that I had completed, which I used a lot of metallic on here and the glitter brush markers. And then I ended up using alcohol markers for this page as well. Super fun book to color in. Here we have the 50 Winter and Christmas Fairy Houses. This is by Camila Jokova, and I only completed 1 page, which was this super fun one. I used a lot of stickles for the snow. I used the white Artistro for the outline for the snow, and then I used alcohol markers. I used glossy accent for the window and here, and I also used metallic on here. And then I ended up using these white section you guys see. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I ended up using like the paint type, and then I just used the white one just to put it on there so it looks like, you know, like a wind type of thing. I don't know, I'm just getting there, but yeah, I had so much fun with this page, and this is the only page I had completed. Here we have Christmas Kawaii Kingdom. This is coloring book 1. This was a gift from one of the girls. This is Daily Art Hour, and I ended up completing this is part of the scavenger hunt, which is the snowman prompt 2. And then this is the page that I had completed for that one. I used a lot of metallic on here, water-based markers, the glitter brush. I didn't use any liquid pearls on here or the glossy accent, but everything else is just the alcohol and water-based markers. Very fun page to complete. Here we have the Mythographic Paradise one, and this is by Fabiana Antonazio. I think it is Antonazio. But this is my first book that I have by the Mythographic collection, and I'm super excited because I do want to have more of these collection. And I ended up completing just 1 page out of here, which was this one, and I had so much fun with this one. At first I didn't want to tackle this page because of the background on here and the details, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it because I really do like this page. I used a lot of metallic on here, and then I ended up using water-based markers as well. I didn't use alcohol markers for this one, and I had so much fun. And this one is also the one that brings like the hidden objects on here, so not sure if you guys can tell on here, but I did make them like blend in with everything else that I was doing because I didn't like that whole hidden object thing. So I just try to blend it in with the page, and I think I did pretty good for those hidden objects just to make them disappear out of the page. You probably will see 1 or 2 maybe depending on the color that I had colored in, but I really did not like that, so I got rid of those. We have Matchstick Mouse. This is the Christmas coloring book by Morgan O'Brien, and I did 1 page out of here, which is this little mouse here with the little basket, and I used metallic on here and water-based markers, and I don't think I used anything else on here. Very simple page. Here we have the Chibi Girls Christmas by April Amber, and I ended up using just completed 1 page, and I did the prompt 9, the snow globe. This is the page that I chose for that one, and I ended up using metallic, water-based markers, the stickles, and glossy accent, and I don't think I used any liquid pearls on here either. And that's pretty much for this page. We have 50 Winter Miniatures by Camila Jokova, and here I completed 1, which is prompt 8, the scarf. And then here is the page that I had completed. I had so much fun with this one. I used glossy accent on here, on their eyes. And then I used water-based markers as well for this page. And I think that's pretty much it. I didn't use any stickles or any metallic, any shiny stuff on this page. I had so much fun with this one. Here we have the Kawaii Christmas Mandalas by Alexandra Francis, and I completed this one, which is prompt 6, the penguin. And here's the page that I worked on. Very simple, used a lot of metallic, stickles, and I think I used the alcohol markers for this page. Very simple page. Here we have Sherry Baldy, My Bestie, Tiny and Super Saurus, and Nobi niece bestie, and this was also a gift. This is volume 11. Once again, Sherry Body always brings 50 coloring pages on here, 2 of each, and this is the page that I had completed out of this one. I had so much fun with this one. This is also part of a stencil, and I only ended up using certain ones from that little block for the background on here, and then I use water-based markers as well, metallic on here, and then that's pretty much it for this page. We have the 50 Autumn by Camilla Angel Kova, and I completed 1 page out of here, which is this page right here. I had so much fun creating this one. I used glossy accent stickles for the pumpkin on here. I just thought that was pretty cool to do that. I wanted to keep them the same colors because basically like if they were related. And then I used water-based markers, and I think a little bit of alcohol markers as well. And then that's pretty much for this page. I used the white Artistro for the white outline. And that's pretty much for this one. Here we have Circle of Light by A Coloring Journey. And I do not know how to pronounce the name, but this is a very popular book. And this one I did a buddy color with the Coloring Angel. And I had so much fun completing this page. I ended up using stickles and water-based markers, and I used liquid pearls on here, the little blue dots on here. I used metallic. It was such a fun page on here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys her page. And I think she did such an amazing job as well. Once again, this is the Coloring Angel. Go ahead and give her a follow on her YouTube channel. Here we have a Whimsy Girls Christmas coloring book, Festive Girls, Fairies, and More by Hannah Lynn, which I really love Hannah Lynn artwork. Here is 1 page that I had completed. I went based on a color palette, and I used glossy accent. I used alcohol markers and the glitter brush pens. And I had so much fun in this page. I also used a little bit of metallic on there, and that's pretty much for that one. And I really did like this color palette on there. And then here we have this page. This is Prompt 3 Ice Skates. And this is the page that I had selected. And I really do like how this one turned out. I ended up using a color palette as well. And I used a lot of stickles for the snow area, glossy accent, and alcohol markers on here. Super fun page to complete. Here we have Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls, a Whimsy coloring book. This is once again Hannah Lynn, and I completed this page out of this one, and I used a lot of stickles on here. And then I think I went based, no, I wasn't really based on a color palette for this one. I just wanted to stay with the same colors. And then I used soft pastel on the background and a lot of stickles on there as well, and alcohol markers for this one as well. Here we have My Mermaids. This is one of my top coloring books to complete, an Island Whimsy Girls coloring book, and this one I ended up completing this page out of here, which I used stickles for the clouds. I used alcohol markers, glossy accent. I ended up using, I think I used a white Artistro for the water to do the outline, and then put the little stickles on the top. Super fun page to complete. And then I also completed this page, and this one I used a color palette, and I wanted to do the 3 color combination for her hair, and I thought it came out pretty good. I used glossy accent for her eyes and her mouth, and then metallic for the rest of the outfit outlines and things like that. I used soft pastel for the background. I'm trying to change the way I color in Hannah Lynn's hair. So that's one of my goals for this year. Just have more fun and be more creative. And a lot of metallic on here. Here we have Fairy Cuties coloring book by Fawn and Slaughter. And this is a book project with which I'm working with Quirky Girls World. Here's my page, how it came out. Used metallic on there. Glossy accent on there as well. Metallic. And I think I said that, but the little stickles on here as well. This was a super fun, and this was with Jules. I'm gonna go ahead and pull her page up so you guys can go ahead and see her page. Check her out, follow her on Instagram. She does an amazing job on her stuff, and go ahead and give her a follow. But that's the only page that we worked on for this book. Here we have Chibi Girls coloring book, and this is by Sunny Wonders, and this is another project I'm working with Myers Coloring, and this is the page that we worked on for the month of January. We'll be picking one page out of here. This was our choice for this month, and I used a lot of glitter brush on here, glossy accent. For the outfit as well, use the glitter brush, which I think it looks pretty cool for these little chibi girls, and metallic for the stars. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Myers page. And don't forget to follow her also on her YouTube channel. She does an amazing job as well. I love how she colors. And she finally did a YouTube channel, which I'm so super excited. I watch every single video of hers and super excited. She's doing such an amazing job as well. She's a good friend. And I love how her page turned out, but that's the only one we worked out of this one. We have the Chibi Girls Christmas Kawaii Coloring Book. This is by Colored Caramel, and I only worked on one page, which is this one right here. This was also a gift that I received. And here I used the brush markers, glossy accent, and then I ended up using alcohol markers. And I kept it very simple with the same colors on here. I didn't want it to do too many colors. And I think I used a color palette. I think it was a color palette with the whole burgundy color, the light green, this green, the brown, and I think it was a yellow. I had to look again if that's what it was, but this was a fun page to complete. Here we have 50 Festive Theme Miniatures by Camila Angelkova. And I ended up working on one page out of here. This is a Buddy Colors with low colors, and I had so much fun with this page. I used metallic on the little ornaments on here. I also used glossy accent. I used stickles for the burst, alcohol markers, metallic outlines for the leaf. And I had so much fun with this page. It was super quick and super fun to complete. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys low colors, also her page. Once again, she has YouTube. Go ahead and follow her. She did amazing on her page. And that was the only page that I worked on for this month out of this book. Here we have Sherry Baldy, My Bestie's Little Rascal Coloring Book. This is by Sherry Baldy. And this one we are going to be working in a project with Jules, Quirky Girls World. And this is the page that we chose for this month. And I ended up using just a 2-color combination on here. I used stickles. I used water-based markers on here. Super fun page to complete. I use soft pastels for the background, and then this is also stickles on here. Super fun page, and I really like how this one turned out. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys her page. And Jules did such an amazing job with her page. I really like how hers turned out. And she does not have a YouTube channel, but you guys can go ahead and follow her on Instagram. She does amazing pages on there as well. Here we have Winty Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Festive Occasion by Hannah Lynn. And I only completed one page out of here, which was this one out of here. I think I did okay. I don't know. I really don't like how this fell on here. Now I'm changing the way how I'm putting on stickles. I decided to start using this little stick right here. I put the stickle on here, and then I'll move it on, and it looks better and it dries up faster. So I decided to use that. I have a few of those little sticks. And then I use metallic on here and very simple glossy accent for the eyes. Very simple page. Not really happy how it turned out, but another page completed. We have Enchanted Faces, Mermaids, Fairies, and Fantasy Coloring Book. This one, I really like this book. This is by Hannah Lynn, my top book to finish. And here's one page that I had completed out of here. I used stickles for the water, glossy accent. Once again, this one actually fell from the table and it had closed. So you can see the glossy accent here, and then the stickles on this side because they ended up falling. And I used metallic on here. And then the next page that I had complete was this one. And this one is actually pretty new for me because I usually don't do like the 2-color, 3-color combination on the hair. I'm just starting to learn how to do that now. And I decided to do that, put the white outline out there. I thought it was pretty cool, just to do something different. I used glossy accent for her eyes. I used stickles for her wings. And then I ended up using like 2-color combination. And I used water-based markers on there. And then I used alcohol markers for the flowers and the bottoms with stickles on there as well. I really like how this page turned out. Something different for me in my eyes, in my opinion. And then this is the second one that I had completed. And I think it's super different. I had never done something like this for her hair. But I decided to do that. Put stickles on there as well, just to make it shine. Glossy accent, metallic color on here. And I really like how this one turned out. And this is the first time that since I started coloring, doing a blue skin on here, and I kept it very simple. And then I also added like a blush on there. I'm just trying to like practice doing different things, but I think this page came out okay, and it was super fun to do different things on here as well. Here we have Enchanted Halloween and Whimsy Girls Fantasy Coloring Book, and once again, Hannah Lynn, it brings 30 in, 60, but 30 of each. And here's the page that I had completed. I had so much fun with this page. I used metallic, glossy accent, stickles, all that fun stuff on here. I do not like the combination of her outfit, but I really do like how her hair came out. I think I had so much fun doing that. I ended up using 3 color combination for her hair, and I had so much fun doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much the only page I had completed out of this one. Here we have 50 Safari Miniatures by Camila Angel Kova, and this one is one page that I had completed really early in the beginning, and I actually had forgotten about this page, and then I found it and I was like, wait, I did completed this one as well, and I haven't really showed it. So I used a lot of Hoo Hoo glitter markers on here, metallic, glossy accent, and alcohol markers on here, and I had so much fun with this page. And then I also completed this one, which I really love how it turned out. And this one is a buddy color with the Myers coloring as well. And this one, I had so much fun. I wanted to just go out there, be creative with everything. I added glitter everywhere in some sections. I mixed up like different glitters on there, the stickles, glossy accent. I used the brush markers on here. I did the background with soft pastel. Wanted to do like little bubbles coming out on the side, and I really do like how this page turned out. I had so much fun. So let me go ahead and show you guys the Myers coloring page, and she did such an amazing job with her. She has beautiful color palettes on there, and I really like how her page turned out as well. And go ahead and follow her. She does have a YouTube channel, but this is the only page that we had completed out of here. Moving on to the Christmas Easy Coloring Book. This is another project that I had with Jules, and this is the page that we had completed out of here. And this one I ended up using metallic on here, a lot of stickles on there as well, glossy accent, the white artistry. I ended up using the soft pastel in the background. I think I ended up getting 2 colors combination, trying to mix that in there. This was a super fun page. I used liquid pearls on the background for the tree. I did like little dots on there for that one, and I thought this was a super fun page to complete. I used the glitter brush for some of her outfit as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys Jules' page. She did such an amazing with her page, and her page came out way better than mine's. I really like how her page came out, and that is her page. Go ahead and follow her on Instagram, and just go ahead and check out the pages that she has as well. She did such an amazing job. But that's the only page we completed out of here. Here we have Winter. This is color by number, and these are the Disney books that we get by Lyrica.com or Amazon Friends, however you guys order the books. I always get them by Lyrica.com. I completed this one. This is Scavenger Hunt Prompt 1, the mittens, and this is the one I chose to do. And here is Stitch on here. I had so much fun on this page. I ended up using, for the black outline, the acrylic Tule Art markers, which is this one right here. And then I ended up using Stabilos and also acrylic markers for the borders as well. Super fun page to complete. Here we have this one, the Victrix one. This is another Disney color by number, and I ended up completed in one page out of here. And this one is, I ended up using Stabilos and the acrylic for the borders, and I used the Mod Podge on the top just to give it a little bit shine with glitter on there. I thought that was super fun. So far, this one I'm going in order. I already did those 2 pages, and then did this one. Here we have Mickey, Donald & Co., one of my top coloring books to complete this year, just to give it a try, see if I can complete one of my Disney books. And I ended up working on 2 pages. These are the 2 pages that I worked on, page 9 and 10. And I think I'm gonna go in order for these books. For this one and these, I'm gonna leave them for last. This is the gray ones, but for this one, I think I was supposed to color all this in, but it didn't really have a number, so I was a little confused in this section right here. So I'll probably just go back and see if I can color that in. But these are the only 2 pages that I had completed out of this book, and I do want to see if I can finish this book this year. If not, I'll just continue working on it until I do get it done. Here we have this Grand Classics Tome 10, and this one is the one that I added last out of my top coloring books to complete. This is another project I'm going to be working with K Colors, and we're going to be working on the right side and work our way until we actually do finish this book. So I'm pretty excited for this one because I really do like how these outlines are for this particular book. So we ended up working on this page. This is page 2, and I ended up using once again the black acrylic paint for the outline, and then I ended up using Stabilos and then acrylic for the outside border. That's technically what I use on these coloring books. I really like how they turned out. Let me go ahead and show you guys Kate colors on there. We also worked on this page. This is page 4. Like I said, we're going to be working in this side. And this one is another page that we had completed. Once again, I used Stabilos, the black acrylic paint, and then the acrylic paint in the outside as well. Let me go ahead and show you guys Kate colors. And then the next pages, these 2 pages were not a body color with K colors. These pages I had already worked on during the month before me and Kate decided to work on this book. So then these are the 2 ones that I had worked on. She's going to be working on these 2 pages to get them done, and also these 2 pages which I worked on in 2023, and that way she can get caught up with where we stand at right now. So these are the ones that I had worked on. Once again, Stabilos acrylic markers, the black acrylic Tule art marker. Very fun pages to complete. I love the outlines out of this book. And then the next page we completed here, a body color with K colors, was page 10. This one right here turned out really nice. I like how it looks. And then let me go ahead and show you guys K colors page. And then the last page that we had, no, we still have another page after that. Here's another one that we worked on. This is a page 12. This one took me forever. This one, I think it took me, I ended up going to my son's birthday on the 10th. And that's when I started doing like the outline. And I was only able to do this outline and half of him. And then the next day or 2 days later, I ended up finishing the outline and stuff like that and colored it in and things like that. But this one took me a lot longer. Let me go ahead and show you guys, show you guys Kate colors on there as well. If I do not show the page, maybe I don't have the page yet by the time I did this this video. But if you guys see the page, then I got it on time before I edited my video. And then here is this page. This is page 14, and this is the one I was working in my mom's house, showing her how I color in these Disney books, because now she's very interested in seeing if she can color one of these books, and which are pretty fun. So she stayed without a job, so hopefully now I will say, you know what, you can just join me and color and let's just have fun, because you know, at least until she finds herself another job or something like that. So we were having fun coloring in this page. She was just watching me, and I really like how this one turned out. Really good. Once again, I used Stabilos on here, acrylic, and the black outline as well. And if I do have case colors, you guys will see it on the screen. But once again, we're going to be working on this book only on the right side to begin with, and then once we've done the right side, we're going to work on the left side. And hopefully we didn't put like one page out of the month or anything like that. We're just going to work through it until we get it done and see how many we can just get done during the month. We don't have a limit. We didn't put a number either. So pretty fun. I really like doing these pages with K Colors, and thank you K Colors for deciding to do a project with me as well. And super fun to work on these books. So those are all my completed pages for the month of January. Once again, thank you for everybody that did a buddy color with me. I'm looking forward for more people to work with. Also, thank you for all the ones that are deciding to do a book project with me as well. Very excited to see what this year brings. And thank you for watching my video. Have an amazing day and the rest of the week. And I hope to see you guys on my next video.